Good morning. Good to see you guys. It's Friday, TGIF. Said I wasn't going to do this drop, but and I got up a little late. I sped up my workout, and here I am. So let's see if we can get a few people to come in. We can hang out, maybe talk about a few things. We can talk about the drop and go from there. But today, as you can see, we've got the comic that I was joking about yesterday. Look, these are all good comics. The art's great. I don't want to make fun of that. But I just don't think it's really necessarily relevant to most people in the crowd here. So, but I will say if we go down here, at least they got I think that they got maybe the mint size was a little high. Could have gotten that a little bit better. But yeah, 6,000 probably should be more like Tarzan 3,500. At least it got the 699 right. Actually, I think if these were 3,500, they'd sell out. I think. I don't know for sure, but we'll find out. I mean, I can tell you they're not going to sell it at 6,000. So if you are here, hit that like button. Like I said, I wasn't even planning on coming on today, so we'll see what we're talking about. I had some ideas of what we could do. We get a few more people in here. Hey, yeah, hey, Big A, we may be the only ones in here today. Yes, I'm sure you're not going for it, but you know what? I forgot. That's the most important question. Let's pull up the poll and see who's going to go for today's drop. I'm trying to think what the percentage be. It's not going to be good. 20% maybe going for it. Usually it's like 33% will go for anything. So let's see. Let's see who is going to go for this. Is going for, and then I just copy and paste here. Easy enough. And Christmas Carol starring Scrooge comic. I am not. This is not where I'm gonna. This is not the hill I want to die on. So we'll see what happens. Watmamiss, good to see you. I'll be minting one common and buy the altar in the market. Yeah, I think these are going to actually be pretty reasonable in the market. So maybe who knows? Maybe you go for it. Alejandro, good to see you. It's good to have a few people in here to see. Like I said, I don't know how many people are actually going for this. As you see, and I'll show you in a little bit here, I kind of brought up my Star Wars background. I know some people here love Cryptoys, others don't care. But they did release the Yoda, and it looks pretty good. I'm kind of jealous I'm not getting one. I will have to, I guess, buy one in the market when it comes out. So, but yeah, it looks good. So I will show you a preview of that in a little bit. The Cryptoys Yoda drop, and they did the Grail and the Ultra Grail. I actually like the Grail better, but it's him in color, where the Grail is, or the Ultra Grail is, the blue color. So just quick over the comics. I don't know. This is one where we could actually have, let's say, uncommon, beat the common. It really depends on which color you like, or which cover you like. All pretty good. It's interesting, on the rare that they kept that black and, with the black and white, a little bit less color. So I don't know. Tell me in the chat if you even have a favorite one, because I don't even know I'm going to be sniping the market. So I'm assuming this is going to be a big skip for most people. Mustus Bustus, skip. There you go. I think we're going to get a lot of skips in here. And yeah, and so I really wanted a Yoda, got 3 Grail Lukes, so it wasn't even close. Oh, man. Now, I heard if you got everything up through Grail, so you didn't get the Grails, but you got the Ultra Grails. So you didn't get the Grails. You would get the Grail Yoda. I mean, I'm sure that did not happen to many people. Hey, this is so freaking crazy, Choo Choo. You're not even going to believe it. I was literally thinking, I don't know why I was thinking about you. Yeah, I haven't seen you in here in a while, and maybe you have, and maybe I missed you. But I was literally just saying, I'm like, hey, where's Choo Choo? I haven't seen him in a while. So good to see you. That's freaking crazy. We were talking yesterday about energy and people being able to feel it. And, some of that stuff I don't know if I believe in. I do believe in quantum entanglement, which I think scientifically can prove that there's energy in 2 different places. So very strange, but good to see you, Choo Choo. It's just kind of funny that you're here today. And I was thinking about that. November drops have been crap. And maybe that's why you have not been here. They really have not been great. And this one fits the bill on that, right? It's still not great. But It is Veve, and like I said, I'm not going to get mad at them for dropping this. I'm just, this is just something that I'm not going to support with my dollars because I just don't care. Yeah, exactly. Clairvoyance is what Choo Choo says. So, yeah, so there's that. I opened up my two cubes yesterday. I should have saved one for today. That would have been kind of entertaining to open up on the chat. Yeah, clairvoyance for sure. My only two grails are from two different sets. UG Luke, UG Pad. Oh, you got I did too. I got the Ultra Grail Padme. And yeah, I'm sure I'll never get another Ultra Grail again. I don't know how many you've bought, Big A, but you've got a lot. I don't even know what I'm at. I mean, I can actually pull it up. I have, let's see, 78. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw this. I'm going to share this tab real quick. I know you're here for the comic. We only got a few people in here, so nobody really cares. But they did add, did you see this? They added this item button. So this was, I guess, the big deal. So I know a lot of people were complaining, they're not releasing stuff, they're not updating. I can tell you they are updating. Again, these things may not be at the speed that you want, but you got to realize there are other things at play here. Sometimes mistakes, probably mostly other stuff, just normal delays and whatever. But they are updating stuff. So as you can see, visit our drop page to start your collection. This is where things are going to start appearing. I don't even know much about it. As an ambassador, I don't know much about what's happening. I just know that they've already updated the backpack. Actually, I do think, did I hear something about order changes? Hold on, look at this. You can. Okay, so here we go. I'm sorry guys, if you came here for the comic, Veve comic, Christmas Carol, I'll be right back to that. Trust me, but you don't care. This is cool because this has driven me nuts not being able to click. And look at this. They actually really pulled it off. This is actually really, I actually am just seeing this for the first time myself. I knew they had said they'd done this. So, I mean, look at that. I can pull up all my commons, but that's not even what I care about. I mean, I can pull up, my Mickey and Friends. I can just pull up, all the comments of that. You can select whatever. That's actually really cool. Oldest, I guess you clear, then do oldest. My first ones that I got, that is great because it's been a nightmare trying to traverse the backpack. So, congrats, Cryptoys, for getting this done. So they got that done too, and they got the items page. I was just aware, I had just seen the items page. So anyways, don't know if you guys care, but there you go. Hopefully we get a grail drop in December. I think we will. I think here, let's go back to Veve. Let's go pull up Christmas Carol. Let's just pull up one of these comics they have in the background. Yeah, so yeah, I think we will. And you guys could tell me, maybe this is the month we get Wolverine. I don't know. Again, they've got to be so careful what they drop. There's just not much there. If you guys want to join the wait list for the Christmas Carol, because this is going to sell out, said no one ever, you can do that here in 35 seconds. So, yeah, I don't think anyone's going to do that. We'll see. At 160 with 10 BOGO Mickey coming. All right. So are you going to be able to get your set with the Mickeys with a 10? What do you need for that, Big A? On the Mickeys, because I've got a soft set on Mickeys. So but I don't think I'm going to get any more. I missed the boat on doing the BOGO. I was actually going to do it, and then I forgot about it. So that was great. The filter was so needed. It is really a good improvement. I mean, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, that should have been there from day one. And maybe it should have been. But look, they've got it done. And I can see that they're moving forward. Okay, now you can join the wait list. I'm just joining it, guys, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And if you're here, if you're new and you think you're going to hop in here and you're going to make a ton of money, I'm not quite sure that. I mean, you will definitely make a profit. I mean, not financial advice. In the past, if you look at past, I have not seen a secret rare go for less than the drop price. It's never happened unless somebody accidentally dropped that price by accident onto the market. So, but this could be 25, 30 gems. So yes, if you get it, you'll have a win, but there's just not many of them. So be careful. At Tucson, Again, it says he does not like cryptos. Better not be F.A. holiday wool. That's true. We do not need anything that's like a holiday version of what we want. That would not be good. All right, so Big A, you need the Grail Mickey to complete. Keep getting Grail Plutos. Man, and that's what I got the other night. I've got two of those. So there must be a lot in the mix, because at the very beginning, it was hard to get Plutos. So the pot was mixed real well, and now it's not mixed so well. But hopefully you can get it. And this is exactly why people want trading. But on the other hand, if you are lucky enough to get it, like I feel like I'm super lucky that I'm going to be getting the Grail Mickey Sorcerer. There aren't going to be many of them. So these first two drops, maybe even the third one with Anakin on the Star Wars, the second series, that could be rare unless they bring the trading in. So I have no clue when that's going to happen. So all right, guys. So we got, whatever, 25 minutes here to twiddle our thumbs before you can't even do anything, and then you'll buy 5 minutes after that. One of the things I was thinking, we don't have many people in here, and I think I said this the other day, but I don't want to get like people on here being like, oh, I want to sell this, I want to sell that. If you guys have something, and I don't really care, on Veve that you want to sell, and you think it's good, and you're going to put it at a good price. I mean, if you want to, let us know about it and it's on the market, I can, if somebody's interested, they can go out and buy it. I don't mind if you do that. Maybe not every time, but when we don't have many people here, that's probably, if there's something that you want to get rid of, you need some gems, maybe, you have something, a good mint, or you want to prove you have a good mint, you can do that in here. If there's something that you want to sell, put in the chat, and I can take a look at it, and I can verify things, whatever. This isn't going to be like an auction or anything. This is be like, I've got this. I've got Mint 616 comic. It's at 100. I'm going to put it at floor. Anyone who wants it. This might be a good opportunity to get rid of something if you need gems real quick. So there's that. Let's, since we're here, I'm going to go pull up the Yoda, the actual. It's a little loud here. I'm going to pull the Yoda. It's not an unboxing. It's unwrapping, because you don't get a box with this. So let me share this. Let's listen to this. Tell me what you think, and then we can go from there. All right, here we go. So there you go. I'm going to stop sharing for a second, because if I don't, I'll dox myself like I did yesterday. I don't want to do that again. All right. So what do you guys think? Is that underwhelming? Do you like it? I think it's a great looking collectible. And again, we don't know. What's interesting is we know that these are going to be incorporated into some type of game, or you're going to be able to play it on the block. So yeah, I don't know what you think about it, but Tucson, here we go. Because we all love Tucson. He's the most positive person you could have in your chat. Stupid ripoff Cryptoys. There you go. See, I don't mute everyone who comes on the channel. I let your opinion be known. I think that's not true. I think it's actually a great project. Of course, I am an ambassador, so like everyone will say, hey, you're supposed to say good stuff, and I do. But again, if I didn't think they were good, or they do something wrong and it's not fixed or whatever, I'm not going to stay with it. I at least have some morals and stuff like that. But there you go. I guess so nobody wants to sell anything. Nobody has anything to sell. We're just waiting to talk about Christmas Carol, just hanging out here for I don't know why. Again, I wasn't even going to do this. I'm like, you know what? I'm up. Let's go do a stream. Maybe we can talk about something. Like I said, I should have kept some cubes to unwrap. I did not do that. Trying to think what's coming up though. I am going to be on I will be on OG Vault stream on Sunday, completely verified. I think I verified it yesterday for the Thanos helicopter craziness. So yeah, so we'll take a look at that in a second. Let's see what Choo Choo has to say here. once they get the MP and some solid games going, I bet Cryptoys will have its heyday. And that's I think that's the case because we've got a lot of people who want a marketplace, right? If we go back into here, uh, there's no marketplace. They're ready for it. This has been up for a while. I know they're working on it. I don't know where it sits in the we got to get this done. Uh, but a lot of people were saying, when are we going to get Yoda? When are we going to get Yoda? We got Yoda. We got the update to the backpack. I mean, we got a lot yesterday, and these things just don't happen, automatically, right? Yeah, there's a lot of effort into this, so uh, things take time. But yeah, I think you're right. If the I do believe that once they get the marketplace, that's going to go a lot of people happy. Or maybe they just they do trading first. Maybe that's the first threshold, and they'll do the trading. All right, so let's go back to let's go back here. Let's go look at the collectibles. I'm assuming nobody bought the stamps yesterday, right? Did anyone even participate in the stamps? I mean, that was kind of crazy. Just I mean, I was a big stamp collector. I know OG Vault was. I collected all the good stuff. I collected good mints, and the market crashed. And I guess the thing is when you can buy them cheaper in the market, it's just not worth going for them on the drop. I guess you could get the ultra rare, and that's expensive, but it's probably best if you like this stuff to get it in the market. It's going to be on there. I think the best way Veve could get the stuff to sell faster is to say we're going to burn it the next day. You've got 48 hours to buy this. You got 24 hours to buy it, and whatever's not sold is burned. I think that's the next route they need to go. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that would for sure put a fire under people's butts to get these things sold. And then, then if you had like special mints on those, people be excited. I don't get this. I don't get why. Obviously, David Dan, we got New Zealand. And they're stamp. I know David Hughes is a stamp collector, but yeah, I mean this makes no sense to me. There are so many of these guys. It's at almost 4,000, 5,500. It's a little less than that. Oh my God, 67,000. Oh my God, 8, 9, about 9,000 total. That's crazy. I mean, I don't even care what world you're in. We've got the Veveverse, and Veve's the most popular thing. I don't see stamps, at least New Zealand stamps, doing them. Let's see. What my miss? Getting my daughter an iPhone stabilizer so she can make Veve videos in AR. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, she's so freaking hilarious playing hide and seek. Are you getting like a gimbal stabilizer, one of those types of things? Because I have one, and they are awesome, and it does make your footage look really good. In fact, I've got some funny videos I'm going to put out. I'm probably going to just start a new channel for it with my dogs. It should be funny. We'll see. I'll let you guys know if I actually do it. I've got so much on my plate. I probably should not start another channel, but I don't want to do anything else on this channel and really screw up the algorithm and confuse it. All right, so this is not what I wanted to look at. I'm curious what you guys think about this. Just real quick, let's take a look on the comic today. I was about right. I said about 20% going for it. 79% say no on the comic. So we'll come back to that, guys. If you're here for the comic, we'll get back to the comic, but nobody, I think, really cares that much. Yes, that's what I have, a 3-axis gimbal. It is awesome. I don't have mine around me. I was going to tell you which one I got. It wasn't very expensive. It was normally 100. I got it for 80, and then they have one that's like $540 with all the attachments and cool stuff. But the one I got is actually really good. I used it in Alaska, and the footage came out great. I rode a bike and just hit every pothole, and the video was smooth. So great for movies. Anyone excited about the Thanos Mighty Marvel? I asked yesterday. I feel like I'm a little excited, so I really need you guys to talk me out of it. I need somebody to tell me not to waste, what is this, 35? 25 gems. So it's not the end of the world. Back even just 3-4 months ago, I would have said 25 gems. I'll just do it automatically. I don't care. I do like how it's animated. I don't think I've seen an official animation of this. somebody did one. Looks like it's photoshopped. I played it yesterday. It didn't look very good. I think 1,800 is a ridiculous amount of these in this market. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what these will sit at. Either they don't sell many and they sit around 20 gems, or they sell out and they sit around 15 gems. That would be, not financial advice, but that would be my guess. That would be my guess there. So let me know if you guys are going to be going for that. But again, I'll be on OG Vault's stream, and hopefully we'll have a good time. It's been a while since I've been on there. It's been a long time. In fact, it's been since Fudders since I've been on there, and since my first interview with him, which I think last December, might have been January. That's where all this craziness got started. All this crazy, and then really, I only started streaming this stuff in July. This July, so crazy to get to go back and see him. Maybe we can do something else moving forward. All right, so on the comic, we don't have many votes, but yeah, 2080, which seems about right on this. The hardcore people are going to go for everything, which I think Veve takes advantage of. So yeah, again, you could go mint hunting. I just don't know. There's just not much you're going to get on 1,800, right? Like you've knocked off all the most important potential dates, 1900, 2000s. So yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't even go mint hunting on this. So maybe I will just get it in the market. Maybe I'll flip. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I don't think people are going to care too much about this. Let me let's go pull up the comics. Anyone excited about? We do have the Amazing Spider-Man number 26, Death of Kamala Khan. I know Hanano was saying, he really likes this. It's an important comic, and he didn't want to spoil the end. So we all know, or a lot of us know anyways, but so maybe we got a decent comic coming out on what is this, Tuesday? I don't think this is something I'd put a lot of money into, but it could do well. It'll probably sell out 6,000, 699. They're getting the mint numbers right, so that's always a good thing that Veve is getting things a little right when it comes to that. Anything else that you guys want to talk about? Talk about Veve, things you like, things you don't like. We can start a little debate here. The comic from yesterday, The Blob. I mean, I was a little disappointed. I was completely off. I was completely off on my prediction. So just remember, it's hard to predict. I mean, it's easier just to say these things are going to be worth nothing, right? Like, but I thought the secret rare would be between 150 and 250. It's at 85. I mean, not even close, right? The ultra rare, I think I said maybe 40 or 50. It's at 18. So again, this is where, and I said, $4.90, $4.99, $5.99 on the comment. It's at $3.58. So again, trying to predict these things, you just don't know. It's really hard. Even on something that you think should do well, may not. It just, it depends if the creators come out and they're excited, and does that get you excited for a comic? For instance, on the Christmas Carol, I don't think I saw anyone getting excited about Christmas Carol comic, or not too much. It's nice. I guess we're in December. It's a good way to start. I am curious what they're going to do, what special thing they're going to do for Christmas. I forgot what they did last year. It'd be interesting to see, what they're going to do for the, days before Christmas, the ramp up to Christmas. Hopefully, again, they let us actually have our holiday and try not to do some drops. Let us actually enjoy Christmas and all that stuff. All right, so I bought 14 at 3, bag holding now. Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things you just never know. I mean, if you bought them at 3, you could actually sell most of them. You wasted a lot of time, but you wouldn't lose many gems. So, but yeah, Dane K, he knows the market. He could definitely play the market, and sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. So if you're somebody who wants to flip the market, try to grab those scenes at the floor. You kind of know there's going to be a minimum. So probably he said in his head, $3 is probably going to be the floor. So if I can get them, just under 3 or whatever, and they're sitting at, 358. If you want to sell them, you put them at probably 340. And you basically break even. So that's how you do it. Yeah, this is what I was thinking about. 12 days of giveaways. Half on the Discord where half the community is banned from. Oh, are you saying they're going to do stuff on their Discord and we're not going to be invited? I mean, every other year they've done the 12 days, 12 days of Christmas and had a good ramp up. Be interesting. I mean, we got the desk. I mean, what is going on with this desk? I should be slamming my desk because we don't have the stupid desk yet. I did notice, if you guys are on the market, the Wreck-It Ralph pencil. Oh, it had gone up. It's back down to 50, but it had gone down to 42. Is this going to be like Thanos? If you have the pencils, are you better off selling them and then buying the desk in the aftermarket? I don't know, man. I just like everything's so risky. I figure if I don't have much money involved in it, let it play out. So maybe I'll just get the desk, or maybe I'll sell my pencils. I don't know. I don't know what you guys are doing on that. Big Bird isn't doing too well. And this is just my theory, and this is important for you guys that are collecting on Veve, or even if you're trying to make a profit. Just realize there's a lot of FOMO when a drop comes out. All right, like today we'll probably get like 5 minutes of FOMO, and then it's going to go. Same with Sunday. You might get a day of FOMO. People are excited, but most of these things eventually they will come back down. The only one that took a long time are the Lukes. How far do we have to go back? Well, actually, let me search. They're down to the secret rare. Here, I'll just go back to the comic. The secret rare Luke, that got up to what, 2,500. I mean, it's down to like 700, and that stayed up for a while. So people are manipulating the market, keeping things up. I know there's groups out there that will like delist. We also have the 30-day delist, so that confuses people. So again, if you're new to collecting here, and by the way, you still have about 7 minutes to join the wait list. If you're going to go for the Christmas Carol on Veve, you don't have to. I'd probably just join it if you do want it, but you probably just get this in the aftermarket for cheaper. Obviously, the secret rare is going to be more than retail. Ultra rare should be, I would think it'd be reasonable, but I don't know. I don't know what reasonable is, 10, 15 gems. But just remember that your collectibles get kicked off the market every 30 days. So sometimes it makes it look like all of a sudden there's only, there's nothing on a list until people start listing again, or it drops a bunch of them off. So it makes it look like something might have had 20 and it loses 10. So now, now it looks like there's only 10 on the market. It looks super rare. Prices go up. People see that. And maybe it's at 1,000 and somebody lowballs it, hoping somebody will see it's at 1,000 and put it at 500 when the day before was at like 150. So definitely be careful when you're on the market. You can go out there and look at what previous prices are. There's a few places you can go to do that, but I'm not a marketer for those people. So let's see what he says. Okay, Dane said definitely better off selling them high. Gray Hulk smoked everyone. Yeah, it really did, and that's the thing, right? Like what? Oh, now you're having me rethink it too. I mean, that's the problem. In this market, it really is. But if that desk, if they release anything that desk, you put something on the desk and it animates it or does anything, I think that's going to do real well. If it's just a desk, I have no clue what it's going to be. I mean, people might get mad. It might be like, 20, 30 gems. So I don't know. We're going to have to see what happens with that. Yeah. Where is my desk? In Kid Arcades was right. Exactly. Where's our desk? Really? I mean, I thought by now we'd have our desk. We don't, but we do have the Christmas Carol. So be happy. At least this is, getting our feelings into Christmas. You don't celebrate Christmas, just into the holiday season anyways. It's nice to be here, but I don't like the cold weather. If DC implemented the 30-day delisting, the prices on the comics would be a lot bigger. I agree, but it's artificial. By the way, I keep getting screwed on DC Palm. I'm like getting fed up. Like I got one rare out of the last 3 drops and 2 commons. I've gotten 1 legendary ever, and it was a crappy Wonder Woman. It was an old one, but it just isn't worth much. So I'm like getting fed up. Like I'm not getting anything. So now I know how you guys feel who's been on Veve for years and never getting anything really good. So because I see I got legendary 0. Yeah, not me. So I'm a little upset with DC Palm in that way, but I do think there's a lot of good deals. I was looking at the market. I mean, to think some of these legendaries that probably should have been in the thousands are in a couple $100. That to me, almost feel like I should sell everything I have in there just to pick up one like legendary and just to have it. Like it might be worth it. I don't know. So just a desk, 150 gems worth of pencils will go for 75 and the desk will be worth 40. You're saying even afterwards? I mean, yeah, because there's so many. So on the pencils, and by the way, guys, you got, if you want to join the wait list for the Christmas carols, if you're here for that, you've got about 3 minutes, 30 seconds. If you don't join it now, you'll have to wait until 15 after to get the rebound. But again, this isn't going to sell out right. If it's sold out right away, I will go skydiving. But the pencils are going to get burned, but there's so many pencils, there's just no way there's going to be that many. And if there are that many that are burned, then there's no way, the desk, there's going to be so many desks, they're not going to be worth anything. So I don't know. I really don't know how this ends up. I really don't. I don't know what to do. But again, most of them, I think I only bought one pencil. So everything I got on the drop. So it's basically break even for this whole thing. So I'll get the desk. And then when we get it and it's worth nothing, we can all laugh at ourselves. Jeff's in the house. I only have comments and uncomments on DC. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it too. I'm tired of you, Jeff. I'm tired of you. It's a funny thing. If you guys weren't here yesterday, I was opening cubes. Mo came on, did the whole stream. I'm like, I'm going to open cubes. And right at that moment, Jeff decides to pop up because he knows he's the common man. But you add Jeff with my son, and you get the Grail Skeletor and, all sorts of good stuff. So, yeah. All right. Tucson saying you will be able to draw on the desk. Obviously, not so obvious to me. I don't know. Do you guys think we'll be able to draw on the desk? By the way, hit that like button if you guys don't mind. We only have 8 on there, and we got 28 in here. If you guys could take the few seconds it take and go boop, you got to like. So if you don't mind, do that. Helps me out. Or hit the dislike. I don't care. Again, it's an interaction. I mean, honestly, if you could draw on it, that would be cool. What if you could, and now Tucson's got my juices flowing. What if you could draw on it and then actually take that piece of paper or your drawing and put it up on your wall? Now, if you could do that, that would be kind of cool. Now we've added a feature where you can make stuff, put it up on your walls, make your own paintings. I could see Ronnie Lido going on there and drawing something or whatever. That'd actually be cool. So Tucson, from your mouth to God's ears, whatever. We don't know how many he has. Hopefully it's just 2 or she. But yeah, from your mouth to God's ears, that happens, because that actually would be kind of cool. I think it's going to be, maybe it's something like the Gondik stuff where you had the weapons rack and then you put those guys near it and they start jumping around. It could be something like that. I don't know. There's going to be 1,300 desks. Is that the gatekeeper? The 1,300, the pencils that only have 1,300. Is that correct? Let me know on that, Dane. I thought all the pencils had like freaking 3,600. Yeah. Hey, Dr. Strange, good to see you. Buying a bunch of items to get another item that you don't know what it is played out. Oh, no, thank you. I guess some like getting burned. Been left Speculation Nation long ago. LOL. Good luck. And you know what? He's right. And as I've been saying, and now that we've seen Mark Cuban say it, buy what you like. And as he says, don't speculate. Don't speculate. He says it just like that. Don't speculate, because you know what? When you speculate, that's where you get screwed. And it's funny, if you go back 2.5 years and see what we used to say on OG Vault. Oh, imagine this, and look how good that weapon looks on that guy. It is kind of ridiculous, but yeah, you got to be careful. But this is a long game, and I see Michael Camp is in it, but this is a long game. And if you can hold out, I think you can win. Again, you want to sprinkle a little bit all over the place, just a little bit, what you can afford, getting what you like. sprinkled a little bit, and you might get lucky. But you do have to be careful. Wapamus sold my Planet Hall for 180 the day before the airdrop announcement, but I also bought Lethal Protector comic for 260. Right, that's the thing. Like sometimes I'll sell something, and then I go buy something else, and then I get screwed. Michael Campa, good to see you. Thank you for dropping by and wasting your time with me for the Christmas Carol drop. And you can no longer join the wait list, but nobody cares. I've been in DC since the beginning. Best comic was a really. I do own a Mint Zero and Mint One now. See, I believe you probably bought those, right, Michael Campbell? Although I know you've got the Bat Cow. You had multiples, you told me, and then you sold some. But you have a Bat Cow, so maybe you did get lucky and get a Zero Mint. I got screwed the other day because I didn't know my password for my guest account on Chrome for all the tabs open, so I totally got screwed. By the way, I am still working on. I was talking to Mo knows about Whale Wars. Guys, I think this is going to be like really good and funny. It'll give us like something fun to do. Obviously, we need more than Michael Campa and Jimbo Lee Lingo, but I think it could be quite funny if we can get people, I'll be doing ridiculous stuff. Maybe we can get some of the guests to do ridiculous stuff, kind of a game show format. Might be fun. We need something a little different in this space, get everyone excited, and also just get to know each other. And I think it could be fun. So we'll see what happens with that. 2 to 3 years from now, it'll be a lot harder to buy the Grail comics in Diamond Hands. We'll have most of them locked away. Only way for price to go up is long term. Yeah. And again, some of this stuff is not going to work, right? Some of it we already know, like, recur. You can have stuff with big name stuff and it can fail. Or it gets bought out. I mean, what we really want is somebody come in and buy out all of this stuff. Mo would say, and he may be right, PlayStation, Sony, and all them, they're maybe sitting back and watching everyone do their thing, and then they're going to hop in and take it over, just like potentially Nike could do it. So yeah. Let's see, got them on the drop. Oh, got them. Oh, you did get them on the drop. Well, congrats, man. That's crazy. Hey, just talking about you, Jimbo Lee Lingo. Good to see you. Glad you're here. I appreciate, again, you guys wasting your time with me. This is a last minute decision to come on here. You guys, you got about 2 minutes if you're going to buy this on the market, if you're on the wait list. I did join it. I'm not going for it. Just real quick. You are not either, because only 25% say yes. 75% are no. So you must really like Veve if you're going to go for this in the store. If you like it, I'd go on the market. Yeah, no, I knew what you meant. Michael, I completely always screw. My typing is atrocious. It's horrible. Like my texting on the phone, I've gotten so lazy. Like I understand grammar and all that stuff, but like texting has made me so lazy. And I'm always typing stuff wrong. I'm tweeting stuff and I see I did something wrong. It drives me nuts, but don't worry, I get it. Exactly. Jeez. We weren't even crazy. All right. I mentioned number 7, Bat Mouse. Yeah, see, Bat Mouse, and I don't know, Michael, did you get that? Or Jimbo Lee Lingo, did you get a Bat Mouse? Yeah, that to me, that's one that would be absolutely worth keeping, taking the risk of keeping. But if you had gotten 2 of those, I would sell one and then keep one. But yeah, that is probably one worth keeping. That is who drew that? Isn't that Jim Lee who did that? Am I correct? So I think that the Bat Mouse is definitely good. It looks like Tucson got the Bat Mouse too. Yeah, I think that is going to have a lot of value moving forward. But of course, I don't think it's going to have as much value as the secret rare this right here. I'm just kidding. It's going to have a lot more value than that. Guys, thank you for dropping by. We are just about to get the drop live. Remember, if you didn't join the wait list and you're like, why can't I get this? You can't get it now until the rebound, which will be at 15 minutes. And then the market's going to open at 20 after. I might try to snipe, see if I can get a good mint. If you guys are looking for good mints, you can't even, let's see, 1901. I'm going to just put these in real quick. I almost put 1922, and I just got accepted to buy this, so you can buy this now. 1923. I don't even know. We'll do 1928, 1934, and there's more. I'm getting lazy here. There you go. There's some mints you can look for. Walt's birthday, Disney's birthday, Mickey Mouse 28. Donald Duck, 34, and then 2023. There's obviously all the other characters. I'm just too lazy to type it out for you guys. So, all right. So the market is open. If you were on the wait list, you can buy. If you really like this, you could man, I don't know what this set's going to go for. See, here's the problem. If it doesn't sell very many, it's going to be the price might be a little inflated. So for instance, you might see 350 on these. But you could see these going under 2 gems and maybe go back up a little bit. So if that's the case, Dan K will be there sniping the floor, trying to get those and then sell them to us later. But yeah, I don't know what these are going to be worth. The uncommon could be worth more than common. Common could be worth more than uncommon because there's less editions and it's a nice colored comic. The uncommon will probably go for more this time. Rare, I don't understand. I guess it's not really black and white, but not as much color. Rare, less mints, that could go for more. Ultra rare and secret rare. If you get those, you'll probably at least get your gems back. Secret rare, I'm not predicting this being worth much. I mean, it's probably a decent rate. It's 25 to 40 gems, and it's probably going to go up and down throughout the market. So keep that in mind. Be careful. And hit that like button. You like me selling my shilling the like button there. But also remember I'm going to go ahead and bring this up again. We got a few more people, so maybe we can I'm going to end the poll here and start a new poll because we've already done this. We can't do anything here for about 13 minutes. So I want to ask you guys, are you excited about this helicopter? I want to know who is thinking about going for, and I asked this yesterday, who's going to go for the Thanos copter. I'm just curious if you are. It helped me decide because I was thinking I might, but now I'm like having second thoughts. Again, there's 1,800 of them, so let me know, and this helps all of us out. Let me know what you guys think. If you think you're going to go for it. We already got one vote. Oh no, there we go. One vote, 100% no. So we'll see. I mean, it is animated. It's the first one. And I was talking about this yesterday. I think Dan K was talking about too, that like, if this was to be part of a game, it's probably not like you're going to take your actual digital item and put it in the game. Just by having it, though, it might unlock the game or unlock that character in the game. It's complete speculation, which we shouldn't do. But I mean, this is going to be animated. So, and again, I don't understand why they don't put the damn animation in the article. I mean, that's business, 101. All right, Granddaddy Crypto, thank you for coming by. I'm done with the mighties until they get utility. Right, I get it. Yes, I get it. But here we go. We got Jimbo Lee Lingo. He's going to go for it. Going for the Thanos, right? Not for the Christmas Carol. I think that's what you're saying. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. But I don't know. Jimbo Lee Lingo going for it. Maybe that helps me decide. We're still got not many people going for it, not many votes. So I don't know. Oh, I didn't even know there. I guess there you go, Tucson. There is a Discord if you own the Bat Mouse. All 45 of you. It's actually probably less than 45 because some in there probably have multiples. But yeah, I mean, this says 1,800. It's 25 gems. I mean, honestly, wouldn't it be great if they brought back that 15 gem, cost for something? Or and again, these are normally 13 gems. So I guess because you're getting 2 collectibles here, although I don't really see it that way, but because you're getting the animated helicopter and all that, it took a little extra time. So I don't know. What if you have to have this to unlock the capabilities of all your other mighties? Boy, I would be mad. I don't even have that many mighties, but yeah, we'll see. Ugly Boy 2017 L drop. You're talking about the Thanos or the one today? I mean, there you go, El Bozo. Okay, yeah. I mean, it may be a loss, and again, it doesn't matter. Sometimes it doesn't matter if it's a loss. Sometimes you just want to go for it. There's excitement in that. Some people have the gems. They're in positive territory, so they don't even care. They don't even care. Yeah, he's saying on the Thanos is an L. And it may be. I think people we're expecting so much from the past mighties that they're just not excited about that. I'm just seeing we don't have any surprises on collectibles. We do have we have this drop coming up on Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday, December 5th. And then we'll be getting close to the 12 days of Christmas. Obviously, we're not quite there. But yeah, but today, luckily, we're starting Christmas off right here. And I don't know how that's going to end up. So right now we've got, if you want to vote, please vote in there because I'm asking for the Thanos drop. Who's going for the Marvel Mighty's Thanos copter? We got 33% going for it, 67% saying no. Let's see. Oh, was the Deadpool truck, was that a Mighty? I guess I didn't even realize that was a Mighty. I think you're right. It was a Mighty, wasn't it? I'm going to look that up. I think you're right. That was a Mighty, and I'm just curious where it's at right now. All right, so I'm looking on the market. Let's go ahead and pull this puppy up. Was it a Mighty? I guess he's in there. They don't. Yeah, it does say. It says, "Beware the pack of punch." Introducing the Marvel Mighties, the line of collectibles. Okay, so it was 40 gems. So that was a Mighty Marvel, and I like that back then. It's $8.88, guys. Now it wasn't animated, so yeah, probably, especially if you're new and you're trying to maybe make some gems, you might want to be careful on the Thanos drop, or at least get it in the aftermarket. Again, if it's 25, it goes down to 15. You save some money. You got what you wanted. It's a good way to do it because there's a lot of people. We'll call them minnows, maybe some are whales. They'll go in and buy looking for the mint, especially if it's not out there yet. So just bought my first one for $6.99. See, if I saw that for $6.99, I would buy it. $8.88 right now isn't too bad. I used to say if it would get down to 12, I'd buy it, and now it's at $8.88, and I'm not buying it. So I do like that. I think that's a pretty cool collectible. So, all right, guys, today, if you are going for the Christmas Carol, right now we're in this kind of waiting period. At 15 after, we're going to have a rebound. I'm not assuming many of these have sold, so there should be plenty of rebounds. I'm curious if they put a limit on this. Yes, you are limited to 20 boxes, guys. 20 boxes. So if you want to, you can buy 20 of these. Would not suggest that, but it would be interesting to do a test to buy 20 one time and see how many secret rares you can get. I don't know if I want to do that on my money. Maybe I could do something. I was going to say maybe I can collect money to do that and then give them back to everyone. Somehow figure out how to get them to people, or sell a couple, get some money to do the shipping, and I can ship. I guess we can't ship them out. We can't even trade them yet, so that wouldn't even work. But I don't know. It would be interesting to do a test if you bought 20. I mean, I played that game where I bought like 5 or 6, and I've lost big. So you never know. But on 20, you might be able to get a secret rare. I mean, the odds might be in your favor, but they might not be. So let's see here. You decided not to mint today after market for me. Yeah, I think that's the way to go, guys. If you really like something, and that's why it's good to come to either like a stream like this, or OG Vault, or if Kid Arcade's doing one, or Bob Sales, you'll get a good idea, especially if they do a poll, just kind of the feeling of the drop. And you could always have outside groups that manipulate something, especially if it has a low mint. That's where you have to get careful. But something like this with 6,000 editions, you're probably better off just get everything in the aftermarket. If you were to buy all these at retail, you could probably get the whole set for less than you spent on, probably not less, probably right around, maybe around that, maybe 50 gems. You could put the whole thing together. I don't know. We'll see. It should not be that much to put the set together, but we'll find out here. So you remember, you got 15 after is when you can buy the rebound, and 20 after is the market opening. And again, I might try to flip. if you guys do want to flip, and I forgot, I've been forgetting to tell people, if you go into your profile, make sure you go into your settings and hit the My Files, right? And make sure you remove all of those. That can actually add some issues, extra memory your tablet's using. And then, of course, resetting your tablet, which I did not do. I'm going to do right now. You can either clear the cache, although the iPad screwed up the way I used to do the clear it. So now I got to figure out the new way to do it. But if you do a kind of like a it's called like a soft reset where you hold the power button down and does a little cycle through. That will clear your cache out and will get your tablet ready for sniping. All right, let's see. Can't flip this one. Sit at $1.85, $1.95. Yeah, it probably will. And hey, G43, thank you for coming by. And always having the alpha for us on how many comics have been sold. 395 comics sold so far out of 6,000. If this is not a telling Veve, I mean, this is absolutely telling Veve that we're just not that interested. Would you guys buy this if it was $4.99? I mean, if they drop the price on this, or would they have to drop the price to like $4.99 and make only 2,000 available? It would be interesting. I still don't know if it would do well. I really don't. I don't know if it would make it exciting enough. Obviously, if they dropped it to where the market price would be, like $1.99, that would be kind of cool. I do think it would be nice if they did us a solid and actually did drop something that was inexpensive. Just maybe if you have a certain amount of MCP points or rank, drop us something that's a good deal. You can only get it with the MCP points. And it's like $2.99. That might be kind of cool. I don't see them doing it, but that would be good. Yeah, this is definitely $3.95 is a big yikes for Veve if that's all that have sold. And we've got, let me see here and give you the exact time. We've got exactly 2 minutes until you can buy the rebound, and then 5 minutes into the market. So I'll be on here just a little bit sniping the market. I'm not going to do a long stream today, but I do appreciate everyone coming by. Hit that like button if you don't mind. Always appreciate you wasting your time with me. Sorry I'm not more entertaining today. But just real quick too, before again, you're going to be able to get that rebound. And G43 says he's not touching this. So again, this morning when I did the original poll, it was 20% going forward. So probably not a good idea. And it looks like Thanos is not doing too well either, 24.76. So that's a little scary. And Wapamamis is saying, need to drop editions dramatically to make things interesting. Yeah, I agree. I think that's what they have to do. Just real quick, I'm going to go ahead and share. If you guys are into Cryptoys, we know Tucson, you don't like it. You can say it again. We already know. But if you are into Cryptoys, they added the items section here. And by the way, I am an ambassador, so I guess you have to take everything I say with a grain of salt. But I do like this. This was a very big update, but this is the biggest one to be. You now have all these sort filters, and this is great. Newest, oldest, A to Z, Z to A, rarest, first, last, each different individual series you can look up. The rarities right there of all your rarities, all that stuff. Great, right? Like this is very good. Because it was so hard to go through everything, which I it is. So if I was to go look at all my grails, there you go. That's all my grails right there, all in one. You couldn't do this before. One day maybe they'll actually let us like move them around in the order that we want, but that I don't care about. This is really cool. To have this. All right, guys, you can now you can buy the comic in the market if you want. I think you can. It should be up here in a second here. Yeah, 8 seconds. So it actually, if you're on the wait list, I didn't realize it takes you off the wait list about 15 seconds before the rebound. So now you can buy the rebound, but there were only 395 sold. But anyway, so this is for the Cryptoys. Adding that filter was, I think, just a really good idea. So I'm glad they did that. I'm glad they added this because it was a little frustrating moving around. So if you are into Cryptoys, that's a good move. And like Will has been saying, they are working hard to do a bunch of stuff in the next 5 to 6 months. Hey, Mr. V, good to see you, man. Thank you for dropping by. Yeah, this is kind of a little boring stream. It's not a, it's not an exciting comic. We don't really have that much exciting coming up. So, yeah. You, Wapma Miss minted a 3-digit. See, Mr. V, you're probably not even going for this. Would you even take a 1, 2, 3, 4 on something like this? I mean, I guess you would if you got it at floor. But it's just not exciting enough, I think, for the big collectors. You kind of have to be picky, especially Mr. V is a huge collector. You really do have to be, careful. You can't get everything, right? If you're trying to put together the sets that he puts together, you can't do that. By the way, Ian, he would go for the 1, 2, 3, 4 if he could get it. And Mr. V, you are on my list of whales. I don't know if you consider yourself a whale, but I do. I mean, you're a really good collector. I would like to have you on for a interview. I'd like to put you on the spot out here and do a collector spotlight like I did with Jimbo Lee Lingo and Michael Campa. I know you're really big in the community, so maybe we can make that happen. I know we did one on Fudders probably a year ago. Was it a year ago? Maybe it was a little less than a year ago. Anyways, it would be great to have you on. So maybe we can set something like that up. It would be nice to have you on and not only talk about your Veve experience and all that, but just who you are as a person and all that fun stuff. Let's see. I expect 0 return for Disney comics. Yeah, there's not going to be much on there. The story is an all-time classic. It is, and it's been told by many people in many different formats. And here we go. We've got this. And we got 100% glad to join. We'll work something out. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, we'll be in touch. I'll DM you. We'll work something out, a time that we could do that, and I can talk to Mo and see if he can hop on. I know he's been super busy with the photo finish live stuff, but hopefully we can get that going. All right, guys, we have just a few minutes where the market's going to open. I don't know if G43 has the update of how many sold, but we were 395 before. I'm assuming we are not doing that well right now, but I expect this. So I'm going to get ready for the market. Actually, I did lie. We do have something exciting, guys, tomorrow. Before you head off, don't forget that tomorrow is one of the biggest drops. I know today was one of the biggest drops, but I lied. Tomorrow, we've got the New Zealand stamps. This is super exciting. As I said, today I wasn't going to stream, and I did stream. Tomorrow, I'm not streaming, and I definitely will not stream. I'm sleeping in. I'm not going to stream this. I think it wasn't this. There's like 8 trillion of these. There's like, I think was it 9,000? There's almost 9,000 of these. Really? I don't get it. Now, Mo had something interesting to say. What if you needed this to do stuff in the game? It could be like in-game currency, but you know what? I'd rather them just give me, or to mail something in the game. Just give me a pigeon. I'll buy a collectible pigeon, and it can send, take my mail to wherever it has to go. This is just, I don't get it. This is probably is one of those contract things. And obviously, David Yu being from New Zealand, and he is a stamp collector, so I get it. He's excited. I'm not. All right, let's go back to the comic. And the market is going to open any minute now. Let's see here. All lies. See you at 10:30. I don't get. What am I lying about something? Oh, you're talking about it being a grail. Yeah, these are not grails. This is not. Don't don't get this because I said it's a grail. But I'm going to see if I can snipe the market here. I'm not going to get too upset. I don't even know what to snipe, to be honest. I almost think I could get something. By the way, also, if you're sniping, turn off your Bluetooth. Turn off anything you can in the background. Yo, I see. He's saying 100% line. See me on the stream. All right, we got KCBMW 5,052 left. Oh my Lord, and they took 345. Wow. Well, KCBMW is here. So guys, it is a competition between me and KCBMW. Oh, wow. Congrats, man. That's awesome. And that's really cool. Congrats to Billy. Look at that. He got the secret rare. And now we can flip. We are at 2 gems now. I'm going to start flipping. I'll leave that up for you, Jimbo Lee Lingo. Congrats on getting a secret rare. I mean, what if everyone mints now and that you get the secret rare? Don't do it. You're not going to get it. Be very careful on the low mints. If you get them for maybe 3 gems, maybe 4 right now, and you can flip it real quick. This is going to be a hard one. There's not many on the market, so we're going to have to see what happens here. I don't see any good mints showing up. A few low digits. But yeah, nothing that I care about. I mean, nothing's even popping up. So, I mean, in this case, this is where prices can artificially stay high. You might be able to pick something up for 2 gems and flip it real quick. It's a possibility, but just be careful what you do. 10 SRs. Are you going to get? Yeah, I wish I could get 10 SRs. Okay, 305 for 888. Let me give you a real quick $5 on the uncommon. Rare is $12.99. I would sell that if I had that. We got 1 ultra rare for 50. And secret rares are 115, then 500. Do not buy at that price. If you're new to this, do not buy. That is a mirage. This is because it's early, and people are going to try to trick new people into buying their collectible. And the other thing, if you are new and you want to snipe the floor, the best way to snipe the floor is actually from the web app. If you want to snipe special mints, you do it from your phone and you sort it by newest. Let's see here. I'm not seeing anything. This is an absolute waste of time. Seeing lots of 3, 4, 5,000 mints and a few 3 digits. So things are not getting mixed real well. Nothing's coming on the market for common. So, I mean, if we only have 500 sold, this is going to be quite a quick sniping opportunity. Yeah, we got 250. One's just sitting at 250, guys. So be careful. Dane K is probably right. This is about $1.95, maybe $1.85 comic. The prices have gone down. You can now get the rares for cheap. I mean, people were getting those. Okay, there we go. Let's try that. And I didn't even get that. If you got that Casey BMW, 547 for 3 gems. That's a quick flip for maybe 3 gems. Let me know if you got that Casey BMW, because I think I've lost my touch. Plus, I'm not direct connect. I probably should be using it was Michael. He has it up for 7, which is probably what I would have put it up for. Actually, probably won't sell for that. Probably $5.99 is the better bet. Yeah. So there's some real fast people if you're sniping the market, guys. Not only do you have to be fast, you got to be lucky. You probably have to have fiber. You probably also, I don't know. If you're not direct connected, that's the only way I know how to really kind of snipe things fast. I don't have any other secrets that work for me, and I'm sure Casey BMW has some secrets, but he's too smart to let anyone know. One of these days, Casey BMW, if you're still listening, you should come on. You don't have to show your face. You can literally just talk and put up whatever. You don't even have to have your face. On StreamYard, you don't even have to show your camera, but you could show a picture if you wanted to. It'd be nice to talk to you. I know I don't know if you're camera shy. I think you said you may just not want to be on camera. And Michael just dropped it to $6.99. Dropped it 1 penny. So yeah, even 3 digits that you get now. There's $2. I'm not going to go for it. So one just went for 2. We got $2.25. So you might actually start seeing $1.50s. Might be a few people that are going to drop dollar comics. Those are hard to snipe. I might be able to get 1 out of 10, maybe, and that's a maybe because I'm competing against people on the app. So just be careful. Again, if you're new and you've watched old videos, you got to be super careful. In fact, I should probably do a new video warning people. Even going back to my old stuff, things are changing monthly. And by the way, that 547 he bought for 3, he just dropped to 646. I would be much faster, guys. Like if you've got something, $5, whatever, $5.99. then 575, but do it real quick because you do not want to be stuck with that. We're now at 220. So I think you got to be 219. If you buy it at 2, you got to sell it at 219. Maybe it's 218 to break even. So keep that in mind too. So if you can get these at $1.75 or less, you could start, probably flipping those for a few gems. But this is not good. This is not good. But there will be people. There's one for 210 now. So, yeah, be careful. Be careful if you're buying these to snipe. I'm not seeing anything. He just dropped that 547 to 6 to 599, which I think is the right price. 277 uncommon, 950 on the rare. Ultra rare, there's only, now this is strange. That can't be right. Okay, there we go. I was like, that can't be right. 1991 on the ultra rare, then 40. I think that's way too much. Secret rare at 63. That's probably not a bad price. Probably going to be about 40 or 50 later, but maybe it'll be artificially high because they're not selling out. Does anyone else know? I don't know if you're in here, D43. I know you don't work for me, but I do appreciate it. Or Dane K or anyone know how many editions are sold? I'm now seeing a lot of two gems pop up, so that's not where you want to buy in. There is going to be a point here in a few minutes. You're going to see probably some people get desperate and just drop them at $1.50, maybe even $1. Maybe those are worth picking up and you can flip them. Now, if you can get a 3-digit at 2, even if it's like 900 something, you probably sell it for $2.99, make a few gems. Since when you're sniping, you're doing things so quickly, you don't have much time to think. If you say to yourself, $2, 3 digits, I'm just going to buy it. That's your best bet. Just pick up any 3 digits at that price and don't think too much about it. Because yesterday I thought about 1964, and when you think about something even for a split second, that means you're going to lose. I really should have my tablet up on the screen. I'm just afraid that it's going to screw up my my ability to snipe. I have a clean tablet, right? Like it does nothing. It's not true. It does do stuff. I do editing on there, but really I don't have much on there. The less apps you have on your phone, the less stuff going on in the background. You don't want Bluetooth. If you can avoid having Wi-Fi and do direct connect, that is the best way to snipe. But somebody like KCBMW, I don't know how he does it, but he's able to get it on his phone. So yeah, nothing, guys. I mean, we're just not going to see any good mints, are we here? Okay, so here we go. We've got about 1,070 have sold. Pretty good. That's more than I thought. Michael has that 547. You could have bought for 3 down to 5. So I almost bought that. If you had been a little quicker and did the 599 and the 499, it would have sold. I mean, you've got minutes at the beginning. So yeah, that's so funny, G Money. That's exactly that's kind of the choice, isn't it? Although OG Vault is the man because he can do both. My brain doesn't work too well. I've actually I haven't talked about it in a while, but I have a sleeping disorder, and I know you've heard of like people who have like long COVID. Well, it's very similar to what I have, but I've had it for 21 years, so it's hard for me to concentrate on a lot of different things. So yes, it's kind of a choice. I could be a YouTuber or a sniper. It's hard to be both. It really is. And again, I'm not making my money off of sniping. Never was. I was always just sniping to try to increase my collection, which I guess you could say is a little bit of an investment, although I don't suggest many people do that. Hunting for those nice mints. But yes, I don't know. I would tell you that my wife would rather me be neither. She would rather, at least after 5 o'clock, do neither. So I just enjoy being here with you guys, even though sometimes I just babble about absolutely nothing. Of course, you can bring up stuff in the chat if you want. I'm really no different than you guys. I'm just sitting there. I almost bought this 2002 for 6. I feel like that would have been bad, but somebody's going to get it. Let's see how quickly that goes. Yeah, it's a palindrome, and No, it's still sitting there. So it's good skip. Somebody's gonna buy it though. Somebody should buy it any second, I would think. I don't think that was a good deal. At two, it would have been worth it. Um, yeah, but I'm really just like you guys. I this is just something I got into. I was doing the videos because I like doing like trailers and stuff. And then went on OG Vault for an interview, and I guess people enjoyed it enough, and he encouraged me to maybe do more of that. Then I was invited on Futters with OG Vault and Monos, and here I am. Here I am. And then I started doing the Happy Tree Friend stuff, which kind of ruined everything, honestly. You would think the fact that those Happy Tree Friends got me to, what am I at, 144,000 subscribers, that would be good. But it took me off my game. And that is worse. So you're not like us. World champ. Which world champ? Can you tell me which guy? Is it Joey? I think it's Joey something. You got to tell me who it is. Randy Santel. Okay, I got to look this guy up. Am I going to be offended? Randy Santel. All right, let's see here. Okay, that's the guy I was thinking, but I thought he had a different name. All right, there you go. Yes, I've seen this guy eat. Look at him before and look at him. I've seen it before, after, where he's just like this bodybuilder, and after eating. Interesting. All right, so I guess I'm not too offended by it. I'm definitely not happy with my weight right now. Yes, the good thing for me is I always work out, but I don't always eat well. And the problem is the first point when I start eating, I actually start getting bigger, and people are like, "Oh no, you don't look bad. You don't bad." But I start getting fat, and my Joey Chestnut, exactly. So it's Joey Santel is Joey Chestnut. That's why. Okay, yes, that's just funny. I saw him on that Roper guy. He does science stuff, and I've seen him on a bunch of other LA Beast. If you guys even know who that is, eating like the largest pizza. I mean, that guy's insane. Honestly, most of those food eaters, because I was into watching that stuff, especially the hot stuff, the peppers and stuff, most of them are super thin. Like, I saw this lady eat a 72-ounce steak in, like, I don't know, 3 minutes or something. And you're like, how? Like, I couldn't even do it. I couldn't even do it. It's not easy. There's a whole, I actually know how to do it because I can binge eat. The key is eating a huge salad with not much in it to expand your stomach in the afternoon. And then you're ready to eat a lot. That is my secret to being fat. If you guys want to have a party night. But yeah, I'm definitely, I'll buy that. And I'm not going to get it. I didn't even fucking get that. God. Okay, so I can't even get that. It was 5,005 for 2 gems. I tried to get that. Couldn't even get it. It's not even that necessarily is that great. Probably only could sell it for $2.99, but I can't get anything, guys. This is like crap. I'm literally wasting my time, except I get to talk to you and having Doctor here. Doctor, did you end up opening all your cubes, and did you get anything good? Because he was on the Cryptoys unboxing, and I forgot what you got that night, but yeah, you I think he had a few cubes left. I know you usually like to save them for your streams, but I didn't know if you opened them or not. I ended opening up my last 2 yesterday, and I got like a rare Luke and I think another mini common. So yeah, nothing great. Nothing great. So maybe I should do a food eating contest on here, or what do they call that? Mukbang. That's the most disgusting. I hate watching people. Other than the hot food, I really do find it disgusting watching people eat food. Even LA Beast, when he does it, it's pretty gross. But there are people who like that. And then again, there's those feeders that like to take fat women and make them fatter. That to me, I don't get. That's so fucking mean. So mean. But entertaining. It is entertaining. Disgusting. All right, so he said nothing great. Going to keep the rest unopened. Going to start collecting unopened cubes now. Yeah, I mean that may be if you can do it, Doctor. I can't do it. I think Jimbo Lingo said he can't do it either. It's like it's just too hard for me. I've got that sitting in there. It's the cube's looking at me and saying, "Open me up." By the way, that 547 I could have sniped for 3. He's now got Michael's got it down to $4.99 and it's not selling. If he had set that right away, and here's $6 for 463, that should have been probably $4.99 right away, and it would have been bought. You just got to be so quick, guys. By the way, Doctor, did you see the changes in the on Cryptoys? I'm sure you did, or you probably just saw it on here if you didn't. But man, look at this. The being able to filter. That's so cool. The filtering aspect is a game changer. Oldest, newest, rarest, first. I mean, what else do I have on here? Grails. Let's see here. I think this is great. Yeah, this is a game changer as far as me being able to flex. I don't really have that much craziness. I guess a lot would consider the Skeletor the best one I have, but I'm not so sure I agree with that. I don't know. This Darth Maul, I really like that. And it's a decent mint. And of course, 51 Padme is good, and the 15 Grail Luke. But anyways, they adding the filter, I think, is a game changer, and of course, adding the items tab. So we're going to see what's going to happen on Cryptoys. If you're into that, that will be interesting to see what happens there. Yeah, let's go back to here and Christmas Carol, and let's go snipe. Nothing. Nothing selling, guys. $4.99 for 547 isn't selling. 6. So even at 2 gems, if I get a 3-digit, there's 770. There's just nobody buying anything. Even like I used to collect the last mints. I still collect last mints for myself. But I used to be able to flip them, and there's a few people that buy them, and I've seen they're getting pretty picky. And of course, with my streaming now, I really haven't been doing much. Let me give you a look at the market here. How many do we have sold of these? So there's 4853 remaining. Wow. So 1150 about. That's crazy. That's not very good. So I don't know what they're going to learn for this. Maybe they're going to lower the mints. And again, if their whole idea is to have a store that actually has stuff in it and you can come in and buy it, you can do it. But how does that work when you have a marketplace? You know, for instance, if you go into Target and you buy something, there's not also a marketplace there that you can buy the stuff cheaper for people trying to sell it. Here you have the situation where you have a storefront and a marketplace at the same place. So how are you going to sell new stuff if you've got a marketplace? That's the only, I think, part of the formula that a lot of these projects have to get. Burn it. Burn the stuff. Give us utility for us to burn it. They really need to burn the stuff, because otherwise there's no reason to buy this in the market. I mean, I guess you could go mint hunting, but if you really like it, why would you pay on this? If you really like this comic, why would you pay 7 gems when you could get a decent one for $250? Even for 3 gems, you could probably get a decent mint here by the end of the day, a 3-digit. So if you really like it and that's what you collect, why are you going to buy it in the store? Let me know what you think. By the way, on the Thanos, if you guys haven't voted, it looks like 33% are going to go for it, 67 are not. Maybe I shouldn't go for it. And G Money, yeah, that Skeletor, I do like it. I actually like the rare the best, but it is pretty cool. It's so rare. It actually should be considered, in my opinion, like any other Ultra Grail, because a normal Ultra Grail, I think, has, isn't it 900? It's 900 on most of their other collections, except for Mode 2 and 2FO, which are 101. So I feel like if you get the Skeletor Grail, you should be eligible to get the Ultra Grail Club. But yeah, I am definitely excited to be part of that group. Who in here is actually part of the Cryptoys Ultra Grail group? So that's basically, if you have an Ultra Grail, every 90 days they're going to do they're going to give you stuff. They might drop you a cube or whatever it may be, a physical item. This month or last month they did a snapshot for skateboard for a physical item. So I'm really jealous about that, because I like firsts and I'm not going to get that. There's 168 for 350. He's crazy. I know you are, and I feel like I'm Jimbo Lee Lingo. I feel like special that I get to be in a club that you're in, right? Because there's not much stuff I can do that with. And Michael Campa, you too, right? Definitely, to be in a club that you guys are in, that would be rare for me. In 20 years, this is G Money. In 20 years, metadata will look super clean with you as the OG mentor. Well, yes, for sure. So if you are, and that could be a thing, right? And of course, as the buyers, as the market, we're going to decide, does that matter? Were you the original mentor? Very well could be, because you're going to have things that differentiate you from others, right? Not only from other collectors, but the item itself. And I know we had talked about, like, has your comic been read? Like, would that be like, you opened it up? Would that create issues with the value? The incorrigible Goat Slayer, thank you for dropping by. What up, BE and chat? My deranged, guilty pleasure is watching people on my. Yes, I do too. Act like they became obese overnight and getting ripped by a little old doctor. Okay, so I'm Big A, and to be in a club with Big A too is also pretty awesome. So basically, all the whales that I know are right, and there's a few of us losers that get lucky and get in that club. But just to get back to this, because this is one of the things. This is literally, like, if you ask Shelby Cobra, this is my most favorite show. And I even joked about this earlier, and it was like a couple months ago. It's probably kind of mean. So I really want these people to succeed, right? I've been in good shape, but when I was younger, I was overweight. I've gone up and down. I understand the struggle. But I have a thyroid disorder. I have an eating disorder. I have an eating disorder. I probably do have an eating disorder. I have a thyroid disorder. I have a sleeping disorder. Obviously, I have an eating disorder because I do binge nights. But a lot of people who lift have binge nights. So I guess that is an eating disorder. But it pisses me off because I watch these people and I want them to succeed. And it's like, I know it's a struggle. I know it's hard, but literally just move. You don't even have to do anything hard. Just at that weight, just moving a little bit, you'll lose. So get so upset when, like, they don't do well. But man, the few that do well, I'm super excited about it. But I do have an obsession with the shows with the heavy people, because I want to see them succeed. And unfortunately, it's such a small percentage that do. And then it's such a small percentage of those people who lose the weight, they keep it off. It's like 5%. So I would never suggest doing gastric bypass unless you're going to die. Because even then, like most people, they just expand it out and it sucks. So let's see. I enjoy clubs with lots of people. Clubs too exclusive are not fun. Well, this club's going to get bigger. Now, you and Jimbo Lee and I think Big A got him in the first round. So you're like you're the OGs, right? But the club's will get bigger. So you guys can always be like, we're the originals, right? You got the skateboard and all of that. I'll be like, yeah, I was in there like second. So, but the club's going to get bigger, which is going to be interesting. I don't know. Like right now, like it is super exclusive to even get those, but let's say in a year, 2 years, it's not going to be as exclusive. So it'll be interesting how they keep it that way. Let's see. Sugar is a powerful drug. I wish I could quit it. Sugar is a powerful drug. Exclusive does mean exclusion, but it also gets us interested in things and take chances, which may be good or bad. But he's right. Exclusive is just a way to exclude people and make yourself think like you're more special than other people, which I normally don't like to do. And I'm certainly not more special than anyone. But yes, I would say that going back to the sugar, it is absolutely addictive. So when I really go on like a diet to cut, like they say you shouldn't have more than 36 grams of sugar in a day. Now, I only go off of added sugar. I don't go off of fruit sugars, although I don't eat much fruit. If you're eating the food with the way it came from Earth, you're fine. So if you're eating an apple, I think you're okay. I don't count that sugar. I count added sugar, which is absolutely has no nutritional value. It's like 36 grams. But when I really cut, I drop it down to 20, which some people would say that's still too much. A can of soda has 40 to 50 grams of sugar in just one can. So that would be more than my daily total. So to keep it low is really hard because sugar is added to everything. So it is the worst drug, actually, because at least if you do heroin or one of these other drugs, uh, it's not on the table in front of you every day, right? Like, but food is like food's all over the place. So it is hard. And I get why it's hard for these 600-pound people to lose weight, because they're addicted to food, and to not be addicted is is really hard, but it can be done. And people, again, since I have my thyroid disorder, that's one of those things where people say it can really harm your ability to lose weight, and I can still do it. So I just wish they would. I want them to do well. It's just how they swallow. Uh, yeah, I agree. The burgers, pieces, burritos, etc. I generally feel for them the moment excuses and non-compliance come in, suffering becomes humor. Yeah, I don't. That's the thing. The non-compliance or the lying or whatever. But he knows they're going to lie. So if you've ever watched the 600-pound life, he puts them on a 1,200 calorie diet because he's trying to get, and 3 meals a day only. He's trying to get them to lose it fast. Normally, that's not a healthy thing to do. People don't realize if you don't eat enough, you're going to go into starvation mode. And then as you eat any calories, you're going to put fat on. So, I mean, you could go, like you could have a woman that goes from 120 to 130, gets back down to 120, but they're actually fatter. They have a higher percent of fat. So it's what you eat, all of that thing. But these people, the non-compliance, man, that it does drive me nuts. But it's hard for them to stay on the diet because they're addicted. But they purposely put it at 1,200, knowing that they're going to triple that, right? Like if they even tripled that number, they'd still lose weight. But these people are like, oh, well, I just had a salad, whatever. And they have no clue about food. They've probably had 6,000 calories. A lot of these people, to keep at their weight, need 7,000 calories. So if they've only lost a few pounds, you're not going to lie. The doctor knows you're full of shit. So, yeah, palm away. That's my thing. And also this process, they're talking about, I eat a lot of turkey pepperoni. I was just talking to Shelby Cobra. I'm like, I got to stop. They're saying that processed meat, and they come up with this stuff all the time. The processed meat is so bad for you. I believe it. There's that stuff. There can't be anything good in that. It's probably a bunch of just like turkey asses and, I don't know, eyeballs and salt and all that stuff. It's just not good for you. And so they say not to have the highly processed meats and stuff. The best way to do it if you want to be clean is if it's not in a box and it came from Earth, it's okay to eat. So, that's the best way. But nobody does that. It's hard for me to do it, and that's why I get fat. I ate zero sugar, added 95%. That's good. And that if you can do that, that's really good. That's really good. So try not to eat sugar, guys, because it's bad. How did we get to this from A Christmas Carol and from me sniping? I think this is a trick by KCBMW to get me to not look at my tablet. Somebody actually bought this 168 and threw it up for a lot. I can't believe it. Let me tell you how many have sold on this Christmas Carol comic. We're still not even, I mean, this is crazy. 4813 remaining, not even 1,200. That's crazy. Not even 1,200 have sold. People are putting up high prices. We're at 220 for the floor on the common, 299 on the uncommon. Rare is 799. See, that's why I said on that you should get rid of it right away. 23.98 on the uncommon. Seems a little high for me. And 58 on the secret rare. That seems a little high on me for me. Again, the first day something comes out, you're going to get that FOMO. So just be careful. When people are that big, their metabolism ramps up. So it actually takes tons of calories to stay. It does. And that's when he says, so if they only lose, he'll be like, you got to lose 60 pounds, and they lose like 10. He's like, that's nothing. That's like water weight. You didn't even lose, I know how many calories you are because it takes this many calories to keep you at your current weight. You're lying to me. But I honestly think the way they do it, a lot of them, they're so unhealthy and they have to get the weight off so fast that they do these low calorie diets. But honestly, slow and steady, if you can do it, that's the best way to do it, just to take out a few things out of your day. So if you had 3 cans of soda and you kept all your other food just the normal, drop 1 can off the first week. And you start doing slow things like that. And you park a little further away from the stores you're going into or your job. Just adding things that really don't add much to your life will start to help you lose weight. And then as you lose more, you get excited, and then you can start taking more drastic moves. So, but that's my thing. I also have OCD. So if I don't work out, my brain just tells me, work out, work out. You haven't worked out yet. You better fucking work out, work out, work out. So I think having OCD also helps to lose weight. Again, this is the this is the informant show on Veve drops and sugar and losing weight and what you should do. We talk about everything here. It's kind of ridiculous. I can't believe anyone sits and watches this, but I appreciate it. I'm getting sick of sniping here because there's just, I haven't seen anything, and we went on that food rant. So I'm sure anything good has already come by, if there is anything good. I actually should have been looking at the uncommons, sniping that. That might have been a smarter bet. It's not a 219. It's a good looking one, and you never know what mints are going to come up. The problem is so little have been bought that everyone knows what their stuff is worth. So let's see, incorrigible. Let's see. I'm going to make sure I'm saying up here. One does not simply find sugar-free aloe vera juice regularly in the chat. Yeah, and the things that and I can't have fake sugars. Like fake sugars, really, like there's only a couple diet sodas I can have. They really make me sick. So I can't even have fake sugar. Honestly, I think you're better off having real sugar just over fake sugar. But man, having sodas, I gave up sodas years ago. I'll have it every once in a while. My biggest thing is I do not drink my calories. I do not drink calories. It's just not worth it. It's too easy. I was able to keep the 140 pounds I lost off because I physically eat more now than when I was fat. More vegetables, meats, minimum processed food. It's so true. People don't even understand. So I took myself from where I had to be at 1,400 to 1,600 calories. I switched my calories every day. And actually, it's been proven that raising your calories up and down, you don't want your body to get used to any calories. So, having a big day and then a lower day and going all around, your body can't get used to it. But it's so true. If you eat good calories, you can eat more calories. And so I took myself from where, years, a decade ago, whatever, more than that, from where my even point was like 1,400, 1,600 calories. Now I'm at 2,400 to 2,600. And if I really went clean and I really cleaned up my workout and I started doing squats, I probably could eat 3,000 calories. Now, that's not 3,000 calories in candy bars. That's clean food. But you can certainly increase your calories more and keep your weight off. It's just eating good foods. It's absolutely true, Big A. That's the best way to do it, and keep as much sugar out. Let's see. What is that? Allulose. I don't know what that. And stevia are the sweeteners I use. Allulose. I've never even heard of this. An actual sugar found in fruits like figs, but it passes through your body. For me, that stuff just screws me up. A lot of it, not all of it. The xylitol, I can't have that. And most of those, so like when I do my added sugar stuff, I count sugar alcohols, I count them like half. So if there's 10 sugar alcohols, I would count that as 5 sugars, because it's still, even though it doesn't spike your insulin like sugar does, pure sugar or any sugar, whether you're eating rice, any starches or whatever, I still count the sugar alcohols, a percentage of them, as added sugar. But that's just me. But I do think that it does help. But I'd have more of it. But like I said, it totally screws up my stomach. All right, so guys, if you've joined, I did cover the Disney drop. Not doing too well. Let me give you the prices on here. The floor on the common is $215, $299 on the uncommon. The rare sitting at $765. $23.98 on the ultra, and that's probably just because there just aren't many of them on the market. I'm trying to see, 14 on the market, and secret rares are at about 55. I think those will go down. Can't guarantee. I can't believe these are over 40. Are there that secret rare is over 40? But good. I mean, that's good if it's going to stay there. This is just these are going to be hard to flip. And see, what I don't get is that Veve loses out on the flipping if these don't sell. So I mean, the best thing for them to do is to make these cheaper or burn them right away. Like I said, you cannot have, at least what I'm learning, and maybe you agree or don't agree. I don't, that the problem is you can't have a store and a market in the same place. You know, if I knew I could go to Target and buy the stuff brand new over here, but in the next aisle I can go over here and get that thing that was $25. I can get it for 14 here. Why am I going to get it here? But like G Money said, maybe being the original mentor and that's going to mean something. But most people, the masses, aren't going to care. And I'm looking more towards the what the masses want, not as much the collectors. But I do think the collectors are gonna matter. So let's see. Date sugar is the way to go. Do I do crypto? So not really. I do have crypto. I do have some OMI. And I did crypto to buy some NFTs. I got locked out of an account. I lost my keys, and I kind of said, screw it. I do have some stuff on like, Coinbase and Robinhood and, my SHIB and all that craziness that's worth nothing. I got that. And, if it becomes worth a lot, I'm not going to be a millionaire off of it, but I've got some. But yeah, no, I'm not big into it. If I was to get big into it, I'd probably stick to the big stuff. Um, Bitcoin, ETH, stick to the bigger stuff, not so much this meme stuff. But I did talk to Mo about doing a show where we take a certain amount of money, we look at the market. He does some of his TA, his technical analysis, and we drop some money into a couple projects. Maybe we take $100 and we drop, 10 in each, where things are like, 100,000th of a penny, and put them in and see if we can get lucky. Because a lot of people do that. They try to play the market, make money out of nothing. So I don't think it's a bad move. I just think anyone who does crypto, you've got to do your research. But I think you could do really well with crypto, and I don't think crypto's a bad thing. I just think some people have put too much of their investment into crypto than they probably should. But a lot of people just don't like stocks and mutual funds. You're probably best to be diversified. Maybe have a rental property, have some crypto, have some gold and silver, have stocks. Maybe you have some treasuries, maybe a few bonds, stuff like that. Be diversified. That's the safest way to do it. I've been looking at Flow for like 2 weeks. And last night, Superstar did a video on it. Going to build a bag soon. Well, there you go. There you go. The Flow blockchain. Hey, Kobe, good to see you. Let's go. I know Kobe was definitely excited about Christmas Carol. He's not as excited about Christmas Carol as he is, because I know him really well. He's super excited about the New Zealand stamps. Right, Kobe? No, Kobe doesn't care about the stamps. What he cares about is HRO and Pokemon. And he's been doing a lot of unwrappings, and they're always fun to watch. So you guys should definitely check out his channel. And if you didn't know, Kobe, myself, and Mo are doing on Tuesdays the crafting events. Since they've made minting earlier, I think, Kobe, we said we were going to do this Tuesday one earlier, which we should. We should actually be up before the minting starts, because I want to get mine minted beforehand. And I got to figure out a way to get, he said, do we know a final price for the minting the final piece? Are we going to be able to mint the final piece with the on Tuesday? Or is that only the third piece? Are we on the fourth piece or third? I'm totally lost now. But anyways, we're going to be doing that. I think it is the final piece. But he was saying that to do the final piece, after you have all four, to mint the I think it's a legendary, was going to be like 28,000 points. So I don't know. I got to figure out how I'm going to get those points. I think I have enough stuff to sell to do it. So yeah. Let's see. Put too much into crypto. G Money does not believe that you can put too much in crypto. But G Money, you know what you're doing. All right. And so if you know what you're doing in crypto, and if you hedge your bets, so for instance, every little while when you do well, you take out a little cash. So you're playing on house money. If you have 100, 200 grand, 10,000, whatever you have, million, whatever you have in your crypto, I think any investment can be good. But to do them blindly, you got to be careful. that I think a lot of people blindly go in, they hear a trend, and they're going in when it's already at its top, and you're going to lose out. That's a big problem. Um, you know, even on Photo Finish Live, I feel like uh, this next breeding, I feel like is my chance. I already have a couple fillies. This is like my chance to get in. Uh, if I don't, I'm afraid it's just going to be too hard to get in after that. Although it may already be, or it could dump. I don't know. But they just added the 24-hour racing, and I consider, their horses are NFTs or digital collectibles. It's all within the crypto family, but I think this is the time to do stuff like that. But yeah, if you know your project, if you know what your bet is, if you know Bitcoin and you understand it, and you want to put all your money into it, and you're looking at it daily and understand it, I think that's okay. I wouldn't do it. Not financial advice, but there are definitely people that can do it well. I'd say maybe 2 to 5% in crypto. That's what I would suggest, not financial advice. Let's see here. Let's see. He says, you're young enough to take a few risks. No, absolutely. I'm not that young, but yes, when you're young, you certainly take risks, but you just want to make sure you're paying yourself too, that you're putting money away that will work. Stock market, no matter what people say, it's done the same thing for decades. It just goes up and down. There's a trend. And when you look at it across a whole lifetime, you're going to end up, maybe 8%, 10%, depending if you do like index funds, those usually do the best. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. Get your own, do your own research. But there's a lot of ways to create wealth and keep it. And I think the best way to do that is to be diversified. I would not be in only one thing. I would be diversified in a bunch of different things. But that's me. And you younger folks maybe don't agree. And I hope you guys kick ass, because that would be awesome. G Money doesn't like what I'm saying. But I trust in your ability to know how to, look at the market and buy things. All right, so I'm just looking at the comics right now. We're at 205 and then 219. So prices are stabilizing. 750 on the rare, 23 on the ultra rare. I see that going under 20. And now we're at 50 on the secret rare. I'm seeing if we have any good mints. No good mints. Total sold on A Christmas Carol is let's see, there's 47 left. So 1350, 1353, whatever. It's not a lot, guys. Maybe they sell 1500. Probably not a good bit. Yeah, and G Money saying quit being sensible. I just want to be careful, because there's a lot of people that are desperate, right? Like, I get it. And they come in and they see Veve and they're like, oh, I want to make it rich quick. Now, a year and a half ago, 2021, end of 2021, beginning of 2022, if you were on Veve and you were good, you made a lot of money. Or you could have, or you bought a lot of good collectibles, and you didn't make any money, but you have a lot of good collectibles. That type of thing happened during a special time. Obviously, we had COVID. We were trapped at home for a lot of it, or we were just coming out of it. And we got back into collecting. Now we're kind of out of that. The biggest thing I see here, and I don't know if Big A is still here, is this housing market. It makes no sense. And so if you want to buy a house, you're probably not buying digital collectibles. So, we're looking at 8% interest on a house, and where normally prices would come down when we go up there, prices are going up, or they're staying, and a house is going up on the market, and people are bidding for them. There's bidding wars because there's no inventory. So normally when you'd have houses interest rates go up, houses prices should go down, and they're not. I don't know if I buy into all this stuff where people say this is gonna be the biggest bubble ever, but there are a lot of people saying that. I think there's gonna be a bubble. I don't think it's gonna be as big as the people that maybe hate the current administration and want to blame everything on them. But I do think there's going to be a burst. So I don't know if that's the case. But my only point is that the younger crowd, if they ever want to get into homes and stuff, they're going to actually have to start saving money and not be in risky stuff to do that. Big A, let's see, in 2017, 2018 run, I turned 13,000, wow, into 242,000. Didn't do too bad in 2021 run. That's insane, guys. Like, you should be talking to Big A. But he knows what he's doing. I think you said you were 48, so you've been around a while. You obviously you deal in real estate. You do very well for yourself. So that, I mean, that's just awesome. We all wish we could take 13 in a year and turn into 242. That is good. That's real money right there, people. And doing that every year, that becomes fuck you money, right? So what were you your big winners, Big A? And I guess, were you saying in crypto? Because I know you were doing probably like Bitcoin and stuff like that. So yeah, but Big A knows what he's doing. And I think G Money knows what he's doing. You know, we all have our thresholds of risks and everything like that. So but you know, coming into Veve and thinking you're going to strike it rich now, you're probably not. But if this blows up, the numbers that we have, the mints that we have, they're absolutely nothing. Again, you go to Nike, where they 300,000 print of shoes sells out in seconds. When you have 10, 20 million people that want their stuff, you're going to do real well. So, and G Money saying not many will do that well. As far as crypto, I mean, if you buy and what's good about like Bitcoin or Ethereum, other than like the stupid gas fees. I mean, you can go on Coinbase and all that stuff and make it easier to buy that stuff. You just have to be careful. You can buy, you know, micro purchases. You don't have to buy, you know, a Bitcoin for 35,000 or 30. I don't even know what it's at right now today, but you can buy little increments. And if it doubles, you're going to do well. But if you got in early, like I screwed up by not minting Bitcoin in 2012 when I was going to go set up a whole farm. If I had done that, I'd probably be worth $100 million now, but you know what? It didn't happen. And the fact is most people don't do big things like that. They get scared, or there's a reason they don't do it. And that's why it's worth a lot of money, because if everyone had done it, it wouldn't be worth anything. Let's see, mostly just Bitcoin, Ethereum, but Zcash, wow, I know Zilliqa, VeChain is also mining 10 ETH a month. Holy cow, wow. And you could do that efficiently with the electric bill and everything. I know on Bitcoin, it's insane. That was my big thing. I was going to go to a hotel and do it. I was going to go off of their electric and do the minting, have 2 computers. It was going to be about 20 grand to set it up. Should have done it, man. That was a bad choice that I didn't do it. But of course, I probably would have sold it at, you know, 5 and 10, but I hedged my bet, so I would have kept a certain amount of it, and maybe I would have been lucky and kept someone that got up, you know, 65,000 plus. Let's see, we'll do as well as what Big A did. Cool. Let's see, love VeChain. I sold on mine for Omi. Yeah, see, I've got my Omi. I think I bought $500 worth. I don't even remember what I bought it at. I haven't even looked at it since I bought it. I don't even know if I can access it anymore. I don't care. It is what it is. But, and you guys can tell me, Big A or G Money, whether you agree or not. My problem with crypto is that it will never, I mean, I'm almost 100% sure it is never going to be adopted by the masses the way it is right now. The way Chico Rocco project worked, one mistake by even people who know what they're doing can wipe out your collection. You could be doing everything. You have a separate wallet to get it, transfer it to another wallet, then have a cold wallet that's never connected to the internet to put it into. You can be careful, and it just takes one mistake and you lose everything. Nobody's going to adopt that type of bullshit. And that's why it does well, because we got you know, people who know what they're doing and are willing to take the risks. But the problem is to get the masses. That's where the money is, right? You have to have something where, like, let's say Coinbase, where you can buy it, it just sits in your wallet, it's safe, you don't have to worry about it, you know, being taken out. Of course, you're never going to have FDIC on this stuff, so you're never going to have it insured by the government. But until it's safe, you're going to make money off of it. And but it's exclusive. You're going to have a small group. Now, it may seem big. There's millions of people, but that's not a lot when you're talking about billions of people. So that's my theory. That's my theory on digital collectibles, NFTs. You're never going to get adoption until you make it easy for the masses. I mean, when I joined, I said, I'm not paying crypto for this crap. The first project I see I can use a credit card, I'm going to try it. And that's what I did. I actually did DC Palm because you could mint some free discs, but then I did Veve. Could use a credit card. That was the theme that got me in. That's the theme that gets a lot of people in. And of course, I did a little crypto before that, done a little crypto afterwards. I just don't like messing with it. I like easy. And I want this space to do well. I want digital collectibles to do well. And I think they're doing the right thing by allowing credit card. I mean, look at Nike. In my video covers it. They not only, they deal at USD with everything. They take the dollar, but they also are having a way for you to convert cryptocurrency or even your denomination, the country you're in, back to US dollars to be able to buy into the project if that's something you want to do, or they're going to, at least in the market. So I think that's important. You can have everyone in there if they want to spend crypto on stuff, but you're not going to get the masses using crypto for things. So, all right, now I'm going to go see what you guys said. We'll go back in here. 52 graphic cards were about $600 a month electric. Now, that's not bad at all, actually. I mean, that's a lot. That's not bad. ETH was like 80 to 120 back then, though. Yeah, right. When it was like that, and then it went up to over $4,000 and insane. A whole ass country has Bitcoin. I know that is true. Brazil, not Brazil. Venezuela. I agree, but that's one whole ass country. You know how many countries there are? There's so many countries out there that, like, most people don't know the names of most of them. But I get your point. There is a whole ass country. Of course, they did this when it was doing a lot better. I don't know if they regret it. Maybe they won't. If they can wait out, I don't see Bitcoin going away like a lot of people say. It's because the boomers and the pre-boomers don't understand the shit. Let's see. And little town in Switzerland accepts Matic payments. Well, yeah. There's a lot of companies that actually, even now, I think in the U.S. you can pay with crypto. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Look at it this way. This is how I'll explain it. I used to do auctions on Yahoo Auctions. That's how old I am. I mean, we're talking 95. This is when I used to collect watches. And I did eBay. And this is like eBay when they did Pez dispensers, right? Like, this is at the beginning. This is why I always joke that I really did come up with PayPal, probably before Elon Musk. But like, when I brought it to my father, he's like, this, you can't do it. You need $50 million to pull this off. Should have done it. But back then, in order to get what I got, I had to send a money order and pray and read feedback. That was it. All right. And I feel like that's where crypto is right now. This idea that you can't have somebody hold your stuff, and you're the holder of your stuff and you hold the phrases. I understand why people want to do that. And not everyone who does it is a criminal, but there are a lot of people that try to be anonymous. They've already proven that you're not anonymous with Bitcoin. The federal government can find out who you are, who you own it. If you steal it, it's been proven many, many times. So until they make it so you can't lose your wallet, you're not going to get masses of people doing it. Yes, people will accept crypto. People will do it. And you're going to have plenty of people doing it, but you're not going to have the masses. When I talk masses, I'm not talking about millions, all right? I'm talking about hundreds of millions of people. You do not have that now. You don't have it. And same with the NFT market on OpenSea. It's not going to work. I guarantee it. People can't even watch a 3-second video, right? Like, if I do my shorts, I make it more than 7 seconds, they're going to start tuning out. People like easy, and crypto is not easy. Maybe on Coinbase is made a little easier, but until people feel safe, I don't see how that's going to work. Oh, it's El Salvador. Then there's more than then there's another country because I know there's another country, and it wasn't El Salvador. All right, let's see. Crypto-backed credit cards probably is what mass adoption looks like, and maybe that's the case. Still have protection of a normal credit card without risking losing all your crypto, and balance is settled by your crypto. So in that situation, Biggie, I almost want to have you on right now. You want to come on and talk about this? You can if you want to. I can send you a link. The how does that work? If you've got a credit card, are you saying like because I know Coinbase and they've got credit cards and stuff. The credit card company, they're not holding your crypto. You're just paying with crypto, right? Or are they holding your crypto? Like the card, you're still going to have protection of a normal credit card, but you're not going to have the protection for your crypto, because that's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't want to have to worry about a damn phrase. I can't even remember. Like, I log in one device, I forget my password, I make a new password on my computer, and now I can't log in on my device. It's like a constant battle between me and my passwords. So the fact that I can't deal with that makes me not want to deal with crypto. But I do think that the Coinbase and Robinhood, they made it a lot easier, where before you had to go to what I would call a little bit more sketchy parts of the internet to actually trade crypto, and certain crypto you can't even trade on those, although it looks like they're getting better. But that might be the case. I mean, if the credit cards is what makes mass adoption, again, I just want to be able to buy Bitcoin, have wherever I buy it, tell me it's safe, that it's not going to get stolen. That's all I want. I don't need you know, I want to know probably if it got robbed. Like, I just want to know it's safe, right? Like, again, we're not going to get insurance FDIC insured by the government. I'm not worried about if it goes to zero in value. I just don't want my stuff getting stolen or me losing access to my account. That to me is the big thing. If they can get rid of that issue, you will get the masses to adopt it. Plus, again, we're so early. We got to see the cream that rises to the top, even on the crypto. There's just no way all these different coins, all this. I guess a lot of people don't realize what's good about crypto is for a lot of poorer countries, it's allowed. Let's say you're in Africa. Let's say you have family in Africa, you're in the United States or you're in Europe, and you want to send them money. And let's say you want to do Western Union, it's expensive or whatever. There were some crypto, and I don't remember all of them, that would allow you to send people money for pennies. And it could all be done from a phone, right? And so there is utility to it. I definitely, I think that's the part that's really cool, that it can help poor people in countries move money around. But I just need it to be safe. I need it to be safe. Let's see. You can buy Bitcoin at Circle K's. Really? I didn't know that. I know they had Bitcoin machines years ago. You could buy the Bitcoin in like a little, like a soda machine. So absolutely. Remittance. All right. So Coinbase has a card also. Basically, if you want to be safe, you need to learn how to secure. Well, that's right. With a hard wallet or YubiKey or use of a central exchange you trust, like you do a normal bank. Right. Because again, you're not going to get FDIC insured. Maybe they could have. I wonder if they could do this if you could actually somehow pay, like if you were at an exchange or at like Coinbase, you could pay a certain amount that would be like insurance if something happened to your account. But I understand what you're saying, Big A. The problem is nobody wants to do that. And I mean, people want to be able to do everything from their phone. And from what I understand, and if I got back into crypto big, the only way I would do it, I'd have a wallet to buy, a wallet to transfer to, and a cold wallet to finally put it in that's not connected to the internet. Because anytime you're connected to the internet, you don't know what can happen. And then I just let it sit, right? And probably there's still a way somebody could get it. You know, the one time I connect to the internet, they'll have figured out how to get in there and take everything. But who's going to want to do that? Like, you want to do that because you're smart and you understand it and you're willing to go through the effort. And that's why you make a ton of money. But most people won't do it. And maybe that's why you make a ton of money, because most people are not willing to do that. But there's enough people willing to buy this stuff that you can make money doing it. That, again, this is my opinion. I know a lot of crypto people aren't going to agree with me, but I want this space. I definitely want digital collectibles to do well. I want people who bought into crypto to do well and not lose out. At least those who are not criminals and laundering money. But when I think about this stuff, I think about mass adoption. That's all that matters to me, because that's where the money is, right? We need mass adoption on Veve, on our digital collectibles. In my video for the Swoosh.Nike, if Fortnite has 240 million, and the example I said, if we had 500,000 of those people get into digital collectibles and come to Veve or any of the platforms, it would blow it up. I mean, geez, if we had 50,000 of them join, 50,000 of 240 million, so we're talking a tiny percentage of a large number. That's what we have to get exposed to, like in Fortnite. But I did do, and I talked about this yesterday, I did a short where it was like on NFTs, and man, the feedback I got, just NFTs, crypto, for a lot of people, it's a dirty word, and people think you're a scammer, and we have to get past that. That's going to take a little bit more time than I think we really wanted to do, because we thought we were making headway during COVID, but then everything crashed and now everyone thinks it's a scam. So we got to change that mindset. Bitcoin, yes. Let's see. A ripoff though. They charge so many fees for owner of machine is why you see them popping up over right. The ATMs, right? Yeah, I wouldn't do that. Coinbase has same FDIC coverage as banks, 250 per individual, like a bank. You're telling me they have that for their crypto? I don't know how they could do that. You're telling me the government will back your crypto? See, I need to do more research. If that's the case, then I'd be buying everything from Coinbase. Actually, I do have stuff on Coinbase. What's nice about Coinbase, I should put a link in here so I can get some referral money on there. But they a lot of times, and some of the other ones will have ways to earn free coins by just like doing a little, watching a little video and stuff. So back in the day, I haven't been on there in a while, but back in the day, you could do that. Let's see, Dejan Rich, good to see you, man. Flippers at heart. Hanano, man, good to see you. What's up? I hope you guys are checking out Hanano and D on the Real Uncommon podcast. WebV Collective on Wednesdays and Sundays, and Osman and all the good guys in there. You should check it out. And obviously they're doing a lot of stuff. They're always doing stuff, even with Cryptoys and a lot of bonus streams. But definitely check out Hanano and D and the Real Uncommon podcast. You can join them individually or the Real Uncommon podcast, so you can get updates to when they're doing their streams. They are in Hawaii, so what's really cool is if you are up late or your Pacific time, they kind of take over those hours, and so that's really cool. Lately, I've been unable to be up or see a lot of it, but every time I've ever watched them, it's always fun. Way more entertaining than me guys. And but they're really good and got good information, so you should check them out. Thanks for dropping by. Coinbase stock could 10x. I've got Robinhood, and I'm pretty sure that was a bad that was a bad buy. I've made a lot of bad buys, but more of that was just trying to guess. So again, guessing is not the way to go. If you're like Big A, and I'm sure you, G Money, and a lot of people in here. I know Michael Campa. I don't know if Jimbo Lee Lingo does a lot of crypto. I'm sure he probably does. If you can put the research in, I mean, you didn't even have to have a lot of money to get started. If you have the time to put the research in, understand, like Big A says, let's come up here. Where was it? He said it best, but why can't I find it? Hold on, give me a second here. Where the heck is it? Yeah, right here. All right. So, right. If you learn how to secure your crypto, then you'll probably be okay. But again, if you get lazy If you hit something in Discord and it sounds too good to be true, but you're like, oh, but I'm going to get this free thing, it's not worth it. Chico Rocco is the best example where you trust something. You know, maybe you trust me and I put up a link and I didn't mean to put up a bad link, but it's a bad link. And all of a sudden you click it and you lose everything. You know, that's what's scary. But if you can do what Big A does, you probably don't have to worry about that. So do your research if you're going to get into crypto. Trying to think here. I don't know why I'm still going. Do we still? I don't know who the hell listens to me and why. I don't get it. But anyways, just real quick looking at the market for the comic. If you did originally come here for Christmas Carol, we're sitting at 215 on the common, 299 on the uncommon, rare's 740, ultra rare's at 20. Like I said, I think it's going to go to maybe 15. 59 on the secret rare, and then 65 is the next one. I think that's high. Should be 40, 45, but because not many have sold, let me tell you how many have sold. There are 4689 remaining. It's about 1300, 1311 sold. So yeah, not great. All right, just here we go. Okay, so clarification: the cash account or FDIC cover. Crypto is covered by a separate crime policy insurance. Really? So, okay, this is actually really interesting, Big A. I might have to do a video on this because that to me is somewhat of a game changer. Of course, if there's some major worldwide financial crisis and whatever, and they can't pay it, we've been in situations where insurance can't pay, and then it's a big issue. It's better with the country. But if that is the case, I got to look into that. So if their crypto is actually covered by an insurance policy and you don't have to buy it, that makes me like Coinbase even more. Again, though, if you guys are getting into this, do your own research, not financial advice. Be very careful. Hanano, did you buy the comic? I totally forgot about this stuff. I did not. I did not buy the comic. If you want to buy it, it is cheap in the market. Most people weren't going for it. But if you like it, you definitely get that common. Like I said, it's not 220. A lot of people try to make money. I'm just seeing if you can get a good mint, where you can start getting a good mint. I mean, at $5.99, you can get 9.55, 6, you can get 7.38. If you stay long enough, you'll probably see somebody drop a 3-digit at 5. But yeah, I did not do that. Okay, you sent me a DM. Let me see here. Alrighty. All right, let me check this out. All right, here we go. Let me accept all of this. All right, guys, I'm going to pull this up. I appreciate this. I don't think there's anything bad in here. All right, so here we go. How is Coinbase insured? Coinbase carries crime insurance that protects a portion of digital assets held across our storage system against losses from theft, including cybersecurity breaches. However, our policy does not cover any losses resulted from unauthorized access to your personal Coinbase or Coinbase Pro accounts due to a breach or loss of your credentials. So basically, if you lost your password, somebody figures out how to get in, they're not going to cover it. It's your responsibility to use a strong password, maintain control of all login credentials to use access Coinbase and Coinbase Pro, which makes sense, right? But what they're saying, which is huge, is if somebody breaks into Coinbase and on their system somehow gets in and gets into your account, they're going to cover that. Cryptocurrency is not legal tender, is not backed by the government. Coinbase is not FDIC insured bank, and cryptocurrency is not insured or guaranteed by or subject to the protection of the Federal Deposit Corporation. All right, so and we don't care about cash because I'm assuming that is FDIC. It is FDIC's. So that's interesting. That's a very good. It's better than nothing, right? And then you don't have to pay for it. But it does say a portion. So I need to look into this more. I got to look into what that portion is. It only certain ones? That's interesting. Thanks for sending that, Big A. But those are the types of things you got to know. So if I was to get into crypto, maybe Coinbase would be the better place to do it. So Big A saying, if I would have had money on a central exchange, Coinbase would probably be the one since they're publicly traded. So must show all their books and be audited. Won't get FTX situation on public company. Yeah, exactly, right? So, but you don't, and you know how to move things around safely. So that's good. Hey, the biggest bro, good to see you, man. Forgot about today. How did it go? It didn't go well. It did not go well. They sold maybe 1,300. I was unable to buy anything in the market because there just wasn't anything good. So yeah, did not do well on that. No flips today, of course. I'm just I'll have to do real quick of how many of these sold. Again, yeah, 40 say so, over 1,300, about 1,318. So this might sell 1,500, maybe it'll sell 2,000. I don't see this selling out. So one of the things I was saying, the biggest bro, is that they should just burn these right away. Let people know you've got 24 hours. I think it would be kind of cool if they would only sell them on the drop. Could you imagine that? If they say if they don't sell by the time we open the market, we burn them. I would love to see that. Like, just give it a try. I mean, I think that would be exciting to see what happens. And since they're experimenting with everything else, why not do that experiment? I think that would be a good way to do it. It's good to see you, man. So yeah, I would say, yeah, sounds about right. Thanks for the stream, my friend. Yes, I was just telling Shelby Cover, I'm like, how does it? I was listening to myself going through one of my videos yesterday, which I never do, and I'm like, man, this is like incredibly boring. So I guess if you guys find it entertaining, that's good. That's better than me. What I will say, the biggest bro, is I will say, if you're not excited today, don't forget tomorrow that we've got the New Zealand stamps. If you did not get excited today, you missed out. We do have that. But I'm totally kidding. That's going to be trash. I am going to be on, and I hope you guys will join us. I'm going to be going on OG Vault stream on Sunday just to hang out. I did a poll here to see how many people are going for it. Not many votes. I mean, we got 30 votes. 23% are like, no. I'm sorry, 23% are yes, and 77% are no. So we'll see what will happen. Tucson, why the marathon stream? Because people are still in here, and I don't have anything to do for a few more minutes, but I'm not going to be going too much longer. Gainster, good to see you. You are a little entertaining. I guess if I'm a little, right, I probably wouldn't take much competition to kick me off. This is why I like Mo, or just a bigger comic, or like a bigger comic or collectible. I do think it's actually fun to talk about my theories and your theory in the chat about crypto and stuff, because everyone has their own thoughts on it, and people can get, they know what they like, and so maybe sometimes they get upset if people don't think the same way they do, but it's good to hear everyone's opinion. You see Veve won another New Zealand award. Are you kidding me? I think they're buying them. I think they're buying them. I was hoping there was another drop somewhere. No. I sorry, Tucson. The only thing you're getting is my Lil entertainment. So that's funny. You're awesome. It's all right. I don't think you're. I think you're right on the first one. But anyways, I do like hanging out with you guys, and if we've got a few people in here, might as well just do it and just talk about things. But yeah, so anyway, so I'm going to be on OG Vault stuff. Oh my lord, I'm getting. Hold on a second here. I don't know. Maybe there's. I got to make sure nothing important. I didn't miss anything important. Hold on one second. Nope, didn't get anything. I'm just getting involved. Yeah, OG Vault, Thanos. Not doing tomorrow's drop. I said I wasn't gonna do today's drop because I didn't think it would do well. I'd like to actually sleep in one morning. Actually, I slept in a little bit this morning until 8. Normally get up about 7:30. So, but yeah, so I'll be on for this. My mind's kind of being changed about going for it. 25 gems for 1,800. We're talking about how the Deadpool truck was 40 and not animated. I don't know. This might be something I pick up in the market. I haven't been picking much up in the market. I mean, I did go for the big birds. If they had done two of these, like a golden version, that would make it a little easier. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Tucson saying, I look at awards closely. The awards Vivi is winning are legit. I'm sure they're legit, but you know, I love New Zealand. It's actually a beautiful place, but I need something more world stage type award. Let's see, G Money. I don't like shilling crypto, but I also know that everyone I know can easily make life changing gains, and I want to see that. I mostly keep my mouth shut. No, and look, I think that's good, G Money, and I appreciate your opinion. Um, so yeah, absolutely. I think it would be good. Um, for people to look into it, especially if you're in the space. There's no problem looking into it. Just don't chase something that's just popped up. I think that's the scary part. People see, oh, Bitcoin's raising. I better get it. Like you want to get it on the dips, right? And you want to understand stuff. You want to do your technical analysis. If you understand charts, and even those aren't guaranteed, but you can kind of see trends, and you want to get them on the downtrend so you can get catch it on the up, and maybe you flip. uh Taxes is crazy, especially in the United States. If you're holding them in cold wallets and keeping it off of stuff like Coinbase, you're probably not going to, it's never going to be seen by the government. But if it is on Coinbase, you're going to have to pay taxes. Probably worth holding on to this stuff for a year, so you're only paying capital gains. Obviously depends on your income levels. Great vibes. Thank you, man. Rob T, good to see you, man. The lottery for fish tickets for Las Vegas Sphere is up. If anyone is interested in going or flipping 4-day or single tickets, really? Wow. So I used to like fish. I didn't expect. I guess actually there's some older people in here who might like fish, but I actually did like them. Uh, yeah. So that's Las Vegas Sphere is insane. That would actually be probably a fun show to go to. Plus, there's some legal stuff there that can make it more enjoyable. So there you go. I wish Vivi was back to every drop was profitable. I know those are so much fun. On the other hand, it looks like we kind of bottom, not seeing continued bleeding. Yeah, it looks like we did. We had that little bit of a scare, I guess, with the golden moments, the Simpsons. But they're moving forward. Uh, I'd like to see more people in the Viviverse beta and all that stuff. I'd like to see less drops. I think I forgot who said it yesterday, but maybe one comic, one collectible week probably is enough right now. It's okay to slow down, but we know with Christmas coming, we're going to get that 12 days of Christmas. So we're going to get pretty much, I'm sure we're going to get 12 drops in a row. We may even have multiples during the day. So be ready for that. People might be saving gems for that. Keep that in mind. I never saw them live, but it's a good it's a good listen to. So I don't care for fish, but it's a good flip. Definitely a good flip. There's no doubt about that. I was into fish late 90s. Yeah, that's totally right. All right, let me read my text. I hope it's nothing bad. Oh, okay. Yes. Oh crap. Okay, hold on a second. Ooh, so Shelby Cobra got locked out of her car, and I got to try to unlock her. If I don't have the right phone here, I may have to end the stream. Let me see if I got my app on here and if it's logged in. Yep, I'm not logged in, so I got to go to my other phone. All right, guys. Babe, I'm gonna have to go. Yes, I see. I'm gonna have to go upstairs, guys. It's probably a good time to end this anyway, so I can get her into her car. It's probably cold out. So everyone, I appreciate you coming by. I hope you will join OG Vault on Sunday. I'm going to be joining him. I'd love to see you guys there for the Thanos drop. It doesn't look like a lot of people are going for it, but maybe we'll talk about all this stuff. It'll be fun to get to do that. But I'm going to go help the wifey out. Don't like to hear that she's suffering. And my shit didn't transfer to my new phone, which is why I hate never transfer from Apple to Android. It's just, I've done it before and it always turns out to be crap. But it was good seeing you guys. I will see you on Sunday, hopefully, on OG Vaults. And you guys have a great day, great weekend. TGIF, have a fun time. Later.